What's good, you guys? Daniel Cruz here, back with another episode of Cook with Cruz. As you can see, we got a little bit of a different angle going on here, and that is gonna, I guess, kind of lead me into the future of the Cook with Cruz series. I've done a whole bunch of episodes. I think we're somewhere in the 90s now, so 90 beats and songs broken down. But something that I think might be a good idea, I'm thinking on bringing the Cook with Cruz series and making it live. So that kind of explains this camera angle right now that you're seeing. And just overall, I think it's something that I want to try out. For those that tune in, I think you guys may have a better experience watching me just do my thing live. And then just the benefits with that is, you know, questions or breakdowns, whatever, we can do that all live and get, you know, direct feedback. You guys can ask questions and I'll be able to answer right away, type of thing. So it'll also be easier for my workflow. Doing these videos kind of takes up pretty much a whole day. Recording, you know, editing and all that. If you do videos and editing and stuff, you already know that doing this stuff does take a little bit of time. So I figured doing it live, I can pretty much stick to cooking up every morning, which is pretty much my daily routine. Only difference is I'll now have, you know, the camera on me the entire time. So let me know what you guys think of that. Oh, and by the way, I plan on doing my live streaming on Twitch. Just doing a little bit of research, I think Twitch might be the most beneficial platform to kind of do the streaming on. So my plan basically is just you guys can come in, tune in with me pretty much most weekday mornings and just kind of vibe out with me as I make beats or make samples, whatever I'm working on. I can still do, you know, the breakdowns, which we're still going to get into today. And even then, I might feel like the breakdowns would be a little better because it being live, you can literally just ask questions and I'll be able to kind of answer it right away as we're kind of filming the video. So I think it'd be beneficial all the way around. Still doing a lot of research on Twitch. I'm not too familiar with the platform, especially as like a creator on it. So I probably won't be going live until after next Sunday's episode. Maybe that Monday. By that Monday, I should have the information I need just to be able to go live so we can cook up. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm just gonna bring Cook with Cruz live and see how it does. If it doesn't work out, oh well, I tried. I'll just go back to the regular format. And if we can too, on Sundays, what I'll try to do, you know, if this does go well, I'll try to post like stream highlights in replace of the Cook with Cruz episode. So but overall, let me know what you guys think of that. Would you be interested in that? Basically live cookups. Either way, I'm a little excited to try it out. But aside from all of that, we are going to be breaking down a beat today. Something I made this week, yesterday actually, came out really dope. I think you guys will like this one. So without further ado, let's jump in and see what this beat sounds like. Alright, so we are now in the playlist here. And as you can see, this will probably be the angle that I'm going to be doing for the live streaming as well. So for today, we have a sample by Kobali. Shout out to him again. I believe last week's episode was with a sample by him as well. He's got some really dope stuff. So came across another one in his pack. Really caught my ear. Let's take a listen. So what catches my ear, vocals are super nice. I can hear the low tones of the bass, which kind of drives the progression. I like the progression. As soon as I hear it, I get some like Drake and Bryson Tiller vibes from this, based on what I hear in my head and how I want to flip the sample. So let's go ahead and start off with the sample and see what I did here to it. So we already know the drill. Sample is at the top here, chopping it up into different sections, so I kind of know what's going on. The sample itself, we did pitch it up 400 cents. I wanted that higher tone, especially in the vocals. In addition to that, I did actually slow it down a little bit. Usually I like to speed up samples. I wanted this just a little bit slower from the original tempo. Now into the mixer, I did do a lot of things here to the sample, mostly in filtering. So this is going to be our main EQ for the sample. Just a bandpass right down the middle. And then we're going to use this one, mostly cutting out all the highs above 1K. this is going to be automated specifically for the hook section in the beat, which we'll go over. So this one only comes on during the hook. I also threw on some tremolator to add kind of like a wobbly sidechain effect. I did do some adjustments here, bringing these up just a little bit. So here's our intro. We're gonna kind of start the beat out with the hook. So like I said, I did kind of have like some Drake, Bryson Tiller type vibes. So, you know, ideas start coming, and I had a concept for like a song, just how the sample is and everything. I named the beat Calling My Phone, and during this intro hook section, I actually have like a dial tone like of a phone ringing playing, which just made the overall vibe super dope and gives the artist a nice concept to work with on the beat. So looking in, this is what this audio clip here is, just basically a dial tone or like a phone ringing. So that's gonna play with our sample here. And by the way, the sample is gonna sound way different now with all the filters and everything. So this bottom automation clip is that 1K cut EQ that I mentioned for the hook section. So it's gonna be on right away as the beat starts. So let's take a listen and see how the beat's gonna come in. So that's how we're coming in, sounding super dope. And as you can hear, the little riser there, that's gonna lead up to our drop. And again, the reason for this, the extra cut on all the highs, it gave room for our, you know, phone ringing. I didn't think the mix sounded too well without this on. So, and plus, you know, this is gonna give room for the artist if they wanna say something during this part. So we going on into our drop. When we come in, our high pass EQ is going to cut out, so that turns off. So the sample is going to sound a little more open here. Also working with a different section in the sample. In this part, this is where the vocal sample is going to play. So let's go ahead and check out this chop here real quick. So that's going to be our sample there, and what I really wanted was a very specific bass that I use kind of frequently in Omnisphere, and a hard-hitting kick. That was kind of like my main priority when making this beat, as well as a very specific snare too. So let's go ahead and start off with the bass. So we are in Omnisphere for our bass. Chameleon Vibe Bass is the preset here. Nothing special, I just really wanted the low tone of this to match the progression of the sample. So now that we got our bass, we can go over these drums now. So the drums are actually going to be really simple, and this is just how I heard it in my head, these four right here. So here is our kick drum. Our close tap. Snare, this one was important. I wanted this specific snare right here. And we have a little open hat here to go with it. So let's solo out the drums here, see what we got. Real simple. So now we got the vibe of the drums, real open and simple here. So let's run it back from our kind of hook intro here and see how everything sounds with the sample included now. So sounding crazy fire right now. And then moving on to the next section, this is where I do a little bit of switch up on the drums here, more specifically with the hats. This is gonna kind of allow for like a flow switch up right here. So first things first, we are working with a different section. This is more like a dope sign pad right here. So that's dope. It's gonna really open up the beat. Then looking into it, this is our new closed hat pattern right here. So we are going to speed up the hats just a little bit. The snare pattern is also just slightly different, added in a couple fills here. And then last but not least, I do add a little percussive loop here, nice and subtle, that's going to sit behind everything. And then for this part, I am going to take out the kick drum, which is missing right here, and then we'll bring it back in on the next part. In addition to the next part, we're using another section of the sample here. So overall, let's run it back just a little bit, and then we'll play this entire section out to see how it sounds. So that'll be like pretty much our entire verse right there. Added a nice little switch up, came in pretty dope. But yeah, after that, we're just going to basically rinse and repeat in here, go back into that hook section, gonna really low pass the sample out. Our little phone call dial tone is gonna come back in, and we'll go back and basically, yeah, rinse and repeat into the second verse. So there it is, right there. That is a beat, calling my phone. Shout out to Kobali again for the sample. He's got a crazy pack. So yeah, hope you guys like the beat. Let me know what you guys think of the beat in the comments. Always appreciate you guys' feedback. Let me know what you guys think about the live streaming too. I think that'd be, you know, a super dope way to do this series now. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. Or if any of you know in the comments, if you're familiar with Twitch or how it works with streaming and everything, feel free to shoot me, you know, some comments down below if you got any tips or anything. I'll be spending the rest of this week and next week kind of going over and seeing how everything works, just to make sure everything runs smoothly. But yeah, make sure you guys are subscribed. I will be back next Sunday for another episode, and I'll be giving you guys updates on the whole streaming and Twitch situation, so we can easily transition into there. So stay tuned. Next episode will be important, especially, you know, regarding information about the streaming. So, but yeah, it's all for me today, guys. I will see you next Sunday. Make sure you're there so you don't miss out on the upcoming live streams we'll have. So it's all for me today. See you guys next Sunday. I'm out. Peace.